Your gut bacteria are starving, and when they don't get what they need, they don't just slow down. They turn on you. This is not a metaphor. It's a biological reality. Inside your body right now, trillions of bacteria are supposed to protect you, digest your food, and keep everything running. But if you create the wrong environment, they stop helping and start breaking you down. They begin attacking the protective lining of your own intestines, and that's where the real problems start. The brain fog you can't explain. The bloating that makes your clothes feel tight for no reason. The exhaustion that hits you every afternoon like a wall. That's not bad luck. That's your internal system failing. Because your gut is supposed to protect you. Right now, it might be leaking into your bloodstream. And no, that's not exaggeration. That's happening inside millions of bodies every single day. If you wake up tired, feel bloated after almost every meal, or can't think clearly past midday, this is not random. It's a system failure. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 biological mechanisms that can stop this process, reset your gut, and bring your energy and mental clarity back online. First, the hidden cleaning cycle, MMC. Your gut is not always digesting. Sometimes, it's supposed to clean. Most people completely misunderstand this. We think digestion is like a conveyor belt. Food goes in, and everything just keeps moving. But your small intestine actually runs in 2 different modes, eating mode and cleaning mode. When you eat, your body is focused on breaking down food and absorbing nutrients. But during that time, the deep cleaning process is completely turned off. That cleaning can only begin once digestion is finished. And that's where something called the migrating motor complex, or MMC, comes in. Think of it like a street. Food is traffic, bacteria and waste are the garbage. And the MMC is your internal street sweeper. It moves through your small intestine in powerful waves, pushing leftover food, bacteria, and debris down into the colon where it belongs. But here's the rule nobody tells you. The street sweeper only turns on when the street is empty. Your stomach needs to be empty for about 90 minutes to 2 hours before this process even starts. And once it begins, the cleaning cycle itself takes around another 90 minutes to complete. Now, here's where things go wrong. The moment you eat anything, even a small snack, a handful of nuts, or a healthy drink, the entire process shuts down immediately. No cleaning, no reset. And in the modern world, we are eating all the time. Coffee, snacks, small bites, something here, something there, which means the cleaning system never runs. That's when bacteria start building up where they don't belong. This is how bloating starts. This is how SIBO begins. The fix is simple, but not easy. Stop eating every 2 hours. Let the cleaning crew finally do its job. If not, it creates a serious problem. When the MMC doesn't run, bacteria can sit and stagnate in the small intestine. They ferment leftover food. They produce gas. They create pressure, bloating, and discomfort. Over time, this can contribute to SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. In simple terms, the trash piles up because the street sweeper never gets a shift. And the solution is not another capsule, cleanse, or detox drink. It is space. Research suggests that leaving 4 to 5 hours between meals, without snacking in between, gives this cleaning wave enough time to complete a full cycle. That means sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for your gut is nothing. No snack, no bite, no healthy little something. And when your stomach starts rumbling, but you're not truly hungry, don't panic. That sound is not always your body begging for food. Often, it's the street sweeper finally doing its job. By simply closing the kitchen between meals, you allow your gut to clean, reset, and repair itself. Second, the switch nobody uses, vagus nerve. You can eat the perfect diet and space your meals, but if this system isn't working, digestion will still fail. We're talking about the vagus nerve, the direct connection between your brain and your gut. It controls how well your body processes food, because digestion is not automatic. It's regulated by your nervous system. Your body has 2 main modes, stress or fight and flight, and relaxation or rest and digest. And you can't be in both at the same time. If your body senses stress, even something simple like an email or rushing through your day, it shifts into survival mode. Blood flow moves away from your gut, and digestion shuts down. That means if you eat while stressed, distracted, or scrolling, you're essentially eating with the system turned off. Stomach acid drops, digestion slows, and food starts to sit and ferment, leading to bloating and discomfort. Because digestion doesn't start in your mouth, it starts in your brain. The solution is simple. Before you eat, pause and take 3 slow, deep breaths, with a longer exhale than inhale. This activates the vagus nerve and signals to your body that it's safe. Digestion turns back on. This is not just a habit, it's physiology. That's why many of the longest living populations treat meals as calm, slow moments instead of rushed and distracted ones. It takes less than 30 seconds, but it can completely change how your body processes food. Now, the 5th mechanism is about something most people overlook entirely. Not what you add, but what you need to stop putting into your system. 3rd, timing is everything. We tend to think of digestion as a system that runs the same way all day long. It doesn't. Your body follows a rhythm, and digestion is strongest earlier in the day. In the morning and afternoon, your insulin sensitivity is higher, your digestive enzymes are more active, and your body is fully prepared to process food. But as the day goes on, that efficiency drops. After dark, your system slows down significantly. Think of it like a factory. During the day, the full team is there. Everything runs smoothly, and work gets done fast. At night, only a small crew is left. So when you eat a heavy meal late in the evening, you're handing a full workload to a team that's already shutting down. Food stays in the stomach longer. Blood sugar remains elevated. Fat storage and inflammation increase. And there's another layer most people don't consider. Digestion requires a lot of energy. If your body is busy processing a late meal, it can't fully focus on deep sleep and repair. And that directly affects your recovery. At the same time, your gut bacteria are connected to your sleep cycle. Some of them help produce key messengers like serotonin and melatonin, which regulate your sleep. When you eat late, you disrupt their rhythm, and that disrupts your sleep. It becomes a loop. Poor sleep increases cravings, especially for sugar. Those choices weaken your gut, and a weaker gut leads to even worse sleep. To break that cycle, the goal is not restriction, it's timing. Give your body a clear window to eat, and a clear window to rest. This is where time-restricted eating comes in. Aim to keep your eating window within 10 to 12 hours. For example, eating between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. This aligns your food intake with your body's active phase, and more importantly, it gives your system the night to repair, regenerate, and reset without being interrupted by digestion. It tells your body one simple thing: now is not the time to process. Now is the time to repair. And that changes everything. Now, mechanism number 4 takes us away from food entirely and looks at the wiring behind the system. 4th, your gut is a garden, not a battlefield. We need to talk about the ecosystem inside your gut, because once you give your body time to clean, you also have to look at what actually lives there. You are host to trillions of bacteria, and for a long time, we treated them like enemies. But your gut is not a battlefield, it's a garden. And like any garden, everything depends on the soil. If the soil is poor, nothing grows. If the soil is rich, everything thrives. Most people try to fix their gut with probiotics or detox drinks, but you don't fix a dead garden by throwing seeds on concrete. You fix the soil. And the soil is built from diversity. Research shows the strongest predictor of gut health is this: how many different plants you eat per week, not calories, not supplements. Variety. The target? Around 30 different plant foods weekly. That includes herbs, spices, nuts, seeds, vegetables, fruits. Each one feeds a different bacteria. More variety equals stronger ecosystem. Stronger ecosystem equals less bad bacteria. In one study, switching to a high-fiber diet reduced inflammation in just 2 weeks. That's because fiber feeds your good bacteria. When they ferment it, they produce compounds that reduce inflammation and help repair your gut lining. But different bacteria need different foods. If you always eat the same things, you only support part of your system. It's not about eating more, it's about eating wider. 5th, the silent attack on your gut. Here's what most people ignore. It's not just what you eat, It's what's quietly working against you every single day. Many people are constantly exposing their gut to substances that act like a slow, invisible attack on the microbiome. Unnecessary antibiotics, pesticide residues, even chlorinated water, not enough to cause immediate damage, but enough to gradually weaken and wipe out your good bacteria over time. Antibiotics can be life-saving when they're truly needed, but when they're overused or consumed indirectly through non-organic animal products, they don't just remove the bad bacteria, they clear out large parts of your entire ecosystem. Like a forest fire, everything gets burned down, and it can take months for your microbiome to recover. At the same time, many fruits and vegetables are treated with chemicals designed to kill pests, and when you consume those residues, they don't just disappear. They can interfere with your gut bacteria in the same way, slowly disrupting your internal balance. Even your water plays a role. Chlorine keeps it safe to drink, but constant exposure can act like a mild antibacterial effect inside your body. This is why the solution is not just about adding more, it's about protecting what you already have. The fix is defensive. Choose organic for high-spray foods, wash your produce properly, and consider using a simple water filter. Stop the damage first, then healing can begin. And when you zoom out, a clear pattern appears. Your body is not broken, it's overwhelmed. Give it space, give it diversity, give it rhythm. Remove the constant interference, and it will rebuild itself faster than you think, because your gut renews itself every few days. Most people ignore this until their body forces them to pay attention. You don't have to wait for that moment. Comment below. Which of these 5 is your biggest mistake right now? And if you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe. Because once you understand your body, you stop fighting it and start working with it.